Welcome to Desiro's Radio.
Welcome to Desiro's Radio Show. I'm your host, Desert. I don't even know why I started a show, actually, because it's almost 3 o'clock, and I was going to try to get a couple hours sleep, because I'm going to the gym at 5:30. I'm going to the gym, then I'm going to campus, and I have no classes this summer, but I'm going to campus because, they have the kilns, all that stuff for my ceramic stuff, so I work over there and hang out and see other friends, and we just hang out like losers. My son's like, have fun going to your non-class, I was like, hey, he goes, what kind of nerd goes to school when they have no classes? I was trying to explain to him it's art, it's different. It's not like when you're studying, history or a general ed class and you hate it and you're just glad it's done. It's art, so it really never stops for us, He can't grasp it. I don't understand why you do it. And it's like, because, the ovens, I can't buy a kiln. Man, those cost like $10,000, right? You can't, well, you can technically if you just got to be careful you can't burn your house down, but still. I was all cranky earlier because I just woke up, actually. Okay, I can't sleep, and then I fall asleep in the daytime, and then I'm sleeping for hours, So I woke up about 10 o'clock tonight. And now I can't go back to sleep because I'm all backwards, like totally backwards. So by the time I get home, it's like 6 o'clock and then I pass out because the heat. And that too, it's like, it's going to be 108 tomorrow. Try to leave early in the morning so that I can work out when it's cool outside. So I can work out when it's cool outside and then drive over there while it's still cool. And then I just stick myself in the air-conditioned place and then I try to leave like at 5 or 6. But here in Bakersfield, 5 and 6 is peak hours. Peak as far as weather. It'll be at its hottest point, which is weird, right? But it reaches its hottest point about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and then about 7 it cuts down, I named the show Growing Up because I did this whole on-the-road podcast yesterday or day before yesterday, and I never uploaded it, so it's still on my phone, and I thought about uploading it, but then I just totally forgot about it. I was going to try to talk about it over again, but now that I think about it, I forgot half the shit I said. But I think part of the reason I can't sleep is I'm being taunted with what to do, right? Like my mind has been really bad. It's like it's trying, how when you try to problem solve, you don't realize you're problem solving, but your mind is problem solving. And I think that's what's happening. Okay, because, I have all these things that I'm into that I do, right? And I got a show this weekend that I've been getting ready for. Classes just ended, and I just took that class to heal from the surgery. Oh my God. Okay, and you know what? Now I'm going to take the big surgery after all. My appointment's on the 11th, and they might push it 2 weeks or 3 weeks after because I said, please do it now while it's summer and I can just be home, And now I'm all freaked out, but I have no choice. Like I knew I had no choice, but the fact that they made me live with this for the past 5 years, it's killing me. It's taken my quality of life, It really is. There's a lot of things that I haven't done, and I started thinking about that the past 5 years that I couldn't do because of physical stuff. And I know, you guys know I'm disabled, right? But I still try, I still try. And then have this on top of it just makes everything worse. So, yeah. But I think that's what kind of triggered off my anxiety over all this stuff. And about growing up, right? I think that's what it was. It just hit me. And I don't know if everybody goes through this. Okay, I know I'm growing up. I'm a full-grown ass woman, all right? I know I'm growing up, but there's a part of me that's not. And it was the reality, and which is not bad, okay? Be who you are. Enjoy your life. But there's a part of me that needs to buckle down and just do what I got to do, right, to get where I want to go. And stop playing around, and it was one of those kind of thoughts. So I was watching this show, and actually, I think it was Steve Harvey, right? Like, he's a comedian guy. There was something he said. He was talking to this guy about the way this guy was dressing. And he was talking about, and then he showed the way his son dresses to show the guy, look, you're not serious. You are not grown up or something. And this was about maybe 7 months ago or something that I saw this clip, but I keep thinking about that clip. Okay, so now it's colliding with these other thoughts. And then on top of it, I have like 3 opportunities to choose from, but I can only choose one. So what has that done to me? It's made me indecisive, and I can't choose any. So it's almost like I have 3 opportunities, and I'm going to end up with nothing because I can't make up my freaking mind. So I've been tossing and turning. I'm always thinking about this shit, and it's like I try not to do it. So I keep doing my art. I just dive into my art stuff. So am I boring you guys? I need to talk, okay? I just need to talk. And part of the growing up is, number 1, you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself, period. There's no excuses. No amount of fear. You can't be a baby. You're grown. You're grown, and if you don't take the steps to take care of yourself, then your body and everything is going to go to shit, right? No one else is going to do it. Your mom's not going to do it. You are your own parent, and you just got to grow up. Because I'm sitting here like, I got like 3 bottles of Xanax. I won't take them. And I told the doctor, I go, okay, I have anxiety, and you give me Xanax. And then when you read the label, heart attack, all this stuff, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm not going to take it. My anxiety is too big. Like, don't tell me shit like that. All right, so that's part of being grown up. As an adult, I'm talking to adults who need to grow up. And then also what's involved is taking care of the roof over your head. That's next in line, right? And I don't care if you're married or whatever. You should still take some responsibility as if you are the only one responsible for it to some extent. In other words, to be totally dependent on somebody else to provide it is a bad habit to get into, because you eventually end up alone. I hate to say it, eventually people are going to end up alone. You end up alone one way or another, okay? You need to learn these skills as part of reality. With that comes these 3 opportunities that I've been presented with. And I've known I've had these opportunities for the past 2 years. But now it's going to come down to the crunch where I have to make a decision. And the only reason I have to make a decision is because of my age. That's on me. I'm not 20 years old. I can't say, I'll just wait 5, 6, 7 years and see what happens. I can't do that. I have to make a choice. You're in love with a stripper? I don't know. I think it's hard to be in love with a stripper because, fact, most strippers are lesbians, right? And then also, how can you be in love with them when all these guys are touching her every night? Or her butt's in someone's face at least 5 times a night. Then you got the smell of that guy's nose in her butt, and you got to smell that. So you got to smell all these other guys. Like, I could totally smell if another chick is on my man. I could totally smell it. If he walked by me and there was some girl that was near him that day, I will smell it. I always wear perfume with a new guy. Chase the others away. When I'm old, I don't want to know anything. Like, I'm old, but like when I'm really old, I don't want to know nothing. I'm going to be just one of those happy old people that just bring my food and stuff, and I'll just flirt with all the other old guys, piss off all the other old ladies, because I'd be like flirting with the men that are on their oxygen concentrators. I'll steal their oxygen concentrators. Yeah, I have lots to say. I know, because you can't get pregnant, right? You can't get pregnant or anything, so you could do whatever you want. My son says, if I don't straighten up, he's gonna send me to a home in Compton or Oakland or something because they can't afford arts and crafts. So he's like thinking about the worst one. He goes, because they won't have your special stuff. I was like, that's so messed up. And then he tells me, no, he's gonna get a house that has a basement, and he'll let me stay in the basement so I could babysit his kids because him and his wife are gonna travel. I'm just like, what? Because like in our family, I'm trying to teach him that he doesn't have to do this. But in our family, the youngest takes care of the parent, right? So we don't have homes. Like, none of the elderly in our families go to homes. They go to the youngest child. And then So the youngest child takes care of the parent. And so, like, my youngest one knows this, but I was like, no, just go do your thing. Don't worry about me, and I try to push him, and he's, no, I'm gonna, that's why he's a chemist. He's got to make the money to support me. I'm like, oh my God, just go do your thing. Don't worry about me. And then I made a comment. I said, well, just put me in a home then. And so now the whole home thing, I'm not going to go live in no home. You kidding me? I'd be probably kicked out. Like Jackie said, I'd be like totally picking up all the guys over there. I'm trying not to get sick. So I've been on month 2 of my apple cider vinegar thing, and it's actually working. And I've gone a month without taking my medicine for my stomach. And I think I'm actually healing it or something because it's actually working. I have a doctor's appointment on the 4th, so I'm going to tell her, what I've been doing, because I think some of the stuff I was feeling were side effects from that pill. For classic lady. Stabby, I can't believe you had a car? People have cars. Oh my gosh, a 69 Chevelle? How much did you get for that? I mean, that's the classic. I don't even think I've seen a Chevelle. Let me see. 69 is a good year for cars. I always wanted a Charger. A Mustang or a Charger, but I want like the new ones. The Dodge, is it the Dodge Charger? I want it all black and mafia-ed out. I want it black with black tint and like just all cholo out. I do. I want one of those. Next time I go look for a car, I'm going to try to find a used one because I don't like the new ones. I like the ones from a few years ago. I'll go see if I could find one. And then be traveling over here because, where I live, it's the barrio of Bakersfield. Yeah, it is. I'll be cool. They're not gonna hate on me now. They'll be like, oh, she is one of us. Like, bitch, white lady. And I was like, I don't even look white, but see, to them I am because I don't speak Spanish. So everywhere I go here, people know, like, she don't speak Spanish. Some people are really nice to me. Some people are like, you're a bitch. But damn it, I'm American. I start getting on my American talk, and I guess that's when people get pissed off. I know, it's so... I was talking to some of the students at the school actually a couple of days ago about that. I feel bad. I mean, it's really terrible of me. I don't know where I get that from. I think I get it from my conservative side, and I really try not to do that. But if they push me, if I get pushed and then I go off, then I do that. I'll sit there and I say, you know what? I'm American, bitch. Okay, at least I belong here. And unless you want me to call the cops and have you deported, I'd suggest that you da-da-da-da-da-da. And I say that, and it's like, oh my God, my kids get so mad at me. They're like, why did you do that? You're going to get jumped. And I was like, well, fuck. If I want to use this laundromat, okay, I don't want to use this laundromat and sit here and fight this lady for this laundry machine when I have every right to fucking be there and do the laundry. And then, so, there are some places I just can't go. I can't go there, but I have to wash my blankets because I get all weird. I don't want bug bites or like desert bugs on there, so I wash them. And plus I have to have that smell of the detergent on it to feel like it's clean, Yeah, I mean, what I do like about the laundromat is I could do it all in one shot. Technically, I'm there for maybe 2.5 hours at the most. But there's only one I can go to now. I didn't get kicked out, okay? It's just my temper. And I don't know what it is because, okay, and I try not to sound racist. I try not to seem like such a bitch, you know? I really do. And it's probably the worst aspect of my personality, I think, is my patience. And so when I go to these places, I don't mind it, but it's just because of the area I'm in. So this is what these ladies do, okay? Most of them are from Guadalajara. And I don't know what their thinking is, but they'll hog up all these washing machines and hardly have any clothes to put them in. And they keep pouring water in it. Like they keep getting buckets of water and pouring it in it so that the washer just keeps going. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And I don't know if it's because maybe washing machines down there, they had to do that. But what the hell are they putting water in there for? And then they'll hog up the dryers and they'll like put a sock in it, thinking, oh, I'm just holding it. And I was like, get the fuck out of the way. You know what I mean? Like my thing's going to be done like in 10 minutes. Like they start hogging it up. So eventually I flare up. So, you know, you have so many washers and so many dryers and they're hogging up all the dryers and all their clothes aren't even done washing and mine are done. Then I lose it. I get all but they stopped, you know, now they know who I am and nobody does anything to me. I mean, I go in there and some of the ladies are nice and they'll take their sock out. They go, oh, did you need this? And I'll be like, yeah, I'll be done in a minute. Thank you, you know. But when I first started going there, oh my God, it was awful. But I could go to Bakersfield, you know, there's this one that's really high class, I guess, where they have people monitoring and they've got TV set and all this stuff, but it's just too far away for convenience, you know, so I don't go there. I know, Jackie, I mean, but don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not against immigrants. It's just, I get so mad, you know, like it sounds bad. It makes me seem like I'm this massive racist or something, and I'm not. It's just, you gotta show some courtesy. Like, it's like they don't know the rules. I guess that's what it is. And I know they can't help it, but shit, you don't need to pour no water in there. Like, what are they putting water in there for? And it's funny because I'll be texting Todd the whole time, and Todd just cracks up on, he'll go, oh God, you're at the laundromat. So he just waits for the drama, right? He just like waits. And usually he kind of saves me from losing it because we'll be texting the whole time until I'm out of there. And then, so that's been helpful. That's nice. Because I want to build a home. I still want to build my house. Like a tiny house. I want to build, I don't care. You know, I will live somewhere else in the meantime, but I want to just try to build one. And I want to build it all out of recycled materials. I want to be like that. Some of those people do you know what I'm talking about? Like using plastic bottles and bottle cap, or like all kinds of things, just recycled items. Some of it is so nice, you know, old albums, like there's just all this stuff that you could use for material. And I want to try to build one. The houses that are made out of plastic bottles, they're stronger than brick houses, and they don't catch fire, and they're earthquake proof, and there's like all these benefits with them, you know. I am debating whether to continue my education. I feel kind of bad being a lifetime student, you know, like I was talking to my friend. I was like, do you know how many freaking degrees I have? You know, it's like, he's like, I feel bad. Like, I feel guilty in a way. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be having this much fun. And that's what I was thinking about growing up. Like, oh, you know what? Maybe I need to stop. I mean, it's one way, okay, I feel fortunate enough that I was smart enough to do it this way, to where I didn't live my life being someone's slave. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, you know, I really should have this and that. But then I really don't need it. Like, I'm not into material things. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like the car. If my car runs and I own it, I'm fine. I don't have to have this and that, you know. I don't have to have all these things. I just want my freedom. I want my freedom to wake up and do whatever I feel like for that day. And that's how I lived my life. What's the yurts? I gotta go look this up. What's a yurt? I was asking my family if they thought I was a hippie, and they did. I am so not a hippie. Like, I don't know where they came up with that. I am so not a hippie. They were teasing me. They said, "Oh, you are so hippie," and I'm not. I swear, I am not a hippie, you guys. Oh, those are cool. Those are like tents. They have this at the KOAs. You know, like the KOA, like at Pismo Beach and stuff. They have these things. Like you could fit 8 to 9 people in them. Oh, I would totally use that. Like as my student. Oh my God, those are cool. Thanks a lot, Stabby. Now damn, I could put one of these on a lot. They have this in on Pine Ridge. I don't know if you've ever been there, but in Pine Ridge, next to that cemetery, where Thunderheart, the movie where he puts down the fruit. Well, if you walk a little ways, there's one of these. Well, not this. It's made out of stone or whatever. But that's what they use for their meetings and stuff like that. Those are cool. There's a reason why teepees worked all these years. People laugh about it, but heck, you could travel, pop it up, and the teepee is big enough. Like, you could cook in the center. You could cook in the center of it. But like the soap, so I use this soap. It's called Nubian soap, and it's made at African made soap company. But because a lot of people of color can't use soap because of the chemicals in it, right? So there's a black business owner who started the Nubian company, and they make these soaps that are totally natural, and they make your skin so soft, and they smell so good. And that's what I use. I actually use that. I use a black seed cream that's also an African-made cream for people. I guess anybody could use it. Most people of color use it, but I think other people should use it because it's actually made of good stuff. It really is. It's made of good stuff. Like compared to like regular soaps. No one likes ashy. Well, see, I think that's what it is. They're looking at who made it, so they don't buy this product. But I gave it to a couple of my friends, because I when I was selling them, because I was selling them too, because I got the, my business license, so I get things in bulk at cost. So what I'll do is, like, when I have a whole bunch, I'll go ahead and sell on eBay too. And I gave it to some of my friends. Okay, so that's what I get for Christmas and all that. So I gave some to some of my friends, and they loved it. And then they didn't even realize it was black soap, black soap. But it was like, this soap is so good for you. I don't know why people don't use it. I never see it in the stores. You can only get it online or from their site. But I'll show you. Okay, so it's called Nubian Heritage, right? And they have, like, this is my favorite one, the raw shea butter soap. Raw shea butter and it's raw shea butter soap with milk, frankincense, and myrrh. It was so biblical. Anyways, so it has frankincense and myrrh, and it's made out of, this is the ingredients: vitamin E, soy milk, cocoa butter, and then a blend of frankincense, myrrh, ginger, black pepper, and that's it. That's it. That's all that's in the soap. And it's so good. It smells so good. Like, Stabby, if you were to bathe in that, and then all the girls will eat you up. They'll just eat you live, all right? It does. It really smells good. I'm so serious. And if you want to buy it from me, you can buy it for $3. $3 a thing. But they have the matching lotion, and they also have in body wash form. So there you go. They got coconut. Here, I'll show you. They have Indian hemp and Tahitian and whatever, goat's milk and chai soap, carrot and pomegranate, lemongrass and tea, peppermint with crushed almonds and baking soda, olive butter and avocado and green tea. This is a good one, but I used it only once and it was weird. Cocoa butter with milk chocolate and hazelnuts, coconut and papaya, and the body butter. Oh, the body butter, it makes you feel like a baby's butt. That one has mango butter, cocoa butter, and shea butter. And then they have the African black soap. And the soap is, I feel like a freaking commercial. Okay, sorry. But the black soap, they have this also a little round thing. And it looks weird because it's black, okay? But anybody can use it. It's almost equivalent to, not the same ingredients, but you know how we use ivory? Because ivory has less chemicals. Like ivory would be the one, like if you have allergies to soap, most people use ivory, right? So the black African soap is that. And it's used for babies. It's for baby skin. Like it's just shea butter. I know a lot of guys don't use stuff for their skin because for men, and I think it's so sexist, like men can age, right? Men can get gray. They can age and nobody says anything. Like it's not like a bad thing. But a woman, it's so different. Like you're judged so different. A guy could be all wrinkly up and stuff, and if he's funny and charming, he's fine. He's totally fine. It's so weird. But that's why I was... okay, I'm going to do a new picture soon, Stabby. And I want you to be honest, okay? What I've done is I'm letting my hair go gray, right? And right now I only have it on the temples. And I have some on the... little scraggly pieces around... but mostly on my temples, the sides, where it's like a streak. And I'm letting them come in, okay, because of that, what happened to me last time when I tried it, and I really had to think about it. And I looked it up on the, other women who are doing it, and they were, totally happy that they did it. Like, they just felt better. Because I guess once you color it, you have to keep coloring it. Well, that was only my third time trying to color my hair. And I have a lot of hair. I mean, I have hair. Like I told you, it's like down to my butt, right? And I have to cut it. But I just haven't cut it yet. I mean, I keep going in to cut it, and I chicken out. I just need a hairdresser to say, oh, yeah, you got to cut it. It looks like shit. Then I'll cut it. But usually I go in there, and they talk me out of it. They always talk me out of it, like, oh, it's so healthy. It's so beautiful. I can't believe you want to cut it. And they talk me out of it. And it's like, God dang it. Why do that to me? Because then I start second guessing. And, but one day someone told me to just cut it myself. Just get some scissors and cut it across and then go in and then tell them to fix it. You know what I mean? So that way I don't lose my nerve. You know what I'm saying? Just say I try to cut it myself and I messed up, and then they have to cut it. Because, sometimes they'll whip out this agreement. One place kept whipping out this agreement that I won't sue. And it's I'm not going to sue. Just chop it off. But they make me sign this thing. Cut that shit and don't it to cancer child. Well, normally I do. I do cut off the 7, it's I think it's 6 inches, 7 inches. I normally do that, Stabby. I haven't done it this year. So it's all there. But when they cut it, let's say the 6, 7 inches, it still ends up a little bit below my waist. I want to cut it maybe 2 or 3 inches past my shoulders. I want it short. I know I'm going to freak out, but I think it'll look nicer. And that way I can try to use a curling iron, I want to try to curl it. I don't think you guys ever saw me with curly hair, but I I want to try to use a curling iron and like just kind of see if I could style it. Look professional, you know, look like a teacher. Like just try to. Okay, see, I think it would look nicer. I mean, you guys see my picture. If that was that would be to my shoulders, right? Because it is tapered off in the front, so it does look shorter in front. But when I turn, so it tapers, you know, so it looks like it's tapered. So if I take a picture and some of it comes forward, it looks like I would have short hair, but I don't. It doesn't look bad. Like that last picture I have, it looks like it's down like past my shoulders. And I think that's good.